Well, hi everybody, it's Barber with Coastal Properties and Christie's International Real Estate and the Moeller&Barber Real Estate team. And I'm out here today with a really good friend of mine, Bryan Burge, from the excellent company, Edge Marine Construction. And we're out here talking today a little bit about what it's like to live on the waterfront, especially when you have storms that are coming. So if you do have a hurricane coming, I brought my friend Bryan out here to talk a little bit about what are some of the preparations you should be doing living on the waterfront as it relates to what is going on beyond your property line out into the water. So Bryan, give us some tips, some things that you're thinking about when you have clients call you and say, I've never lived on the water before, this is our first storm, what do we do?
All right, so basically, first thing, we start with the wall, work our way out. The walls are going to have drains.
Okay.
The drain, we call them weep holes. You're going to want to make sure those are clean above high tide to where oysters can't grow in them. That way, if we get large amounts of rain, that water needs somewhere to go. That wall is really holding everything up. Once it's saturated with water, it needs to escape.
Right.
So with a seawall, you want to make sure your drains are cleaned.
Okay. They're
at a suitable height to where no growth gets on them. And then as we come out, as far as the dock and the boat lifts go, basically sensible things like objects that are sitting on your dock, lawn furniture, whatever the wind could pick up and blow, just clear it off. Anything loose that could become, a hazard with wind. And then as far as the boat goes, what I always like to do, what we did growing up, is we lift the boat up to a safe height and then tie off to the piling, the actual boat, to all four corners, so that once the wind does come, that the boat isn't, the lines are going to help it from swaying back and forth. So yeah, that's pretty much, it's not a whole lot.
Say if I have an older seawall and my cap is a bit older and hasn't been renewed and I got lots of cracks and stuff in it, is it a good idea maybe to seal those before that comes, or just sealing them in general? If I don't have the ability maybe to replace it at the time, what's your general feeling about that?
I mean, yeah, you could fix what you think needs to be fixed. A lot of times you may see land settling behind the cap, which means that the dirt is actually escaping from somewhere.
Right.
It's always a good idea to get those fixed using a fabric and shell and gravel to keep that fabric that you put in there will keep you from losing land like you've been losing. So minor repairs like that, making sure those drains are cleaned, and any visible holes on the outside of the wall, you could be patched with hydraulic cement to keep stuff from coming out from behind there.
And so you guys know how to do all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, great. Well, listen guys, we just wanted to bring you a few minutes of some tips and tricks if you're living on the water, how to prepare for a storm, and just how to make sure you know exactly what's happening. And don't forget about preparing for beyond the lot too for these storms, because it's an important part. But Bryan, thanks for being out here today.
No problem.
Cool. All right, we'll see you on the next one.